Little tip, if you don't want your eyes to tear up and look like an ingenue, you just have to put a piece of bread in your mouth. Just sit
And it just hangs out.
It just hangs out. Actually, I've never tried it, so I don't know.
Do you chew it? Maybe it blocks the fume.
I'm actually like not crying at all.
Is there bread in your mouth?
Not that I know of.
Not that it. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Tipsy Tuesday. I'm Brian.
I'm Zach.
Hey Zach. So Zach is here and he's gonna be going over a recipe for us. Seems a little more daunting than others, but he's gonna show you how easy it actually is.
And hopefully after today, it'll be a little less daunting for you.
Oh, daunting.
We're doing a Southern classic today, shrimp and grits.
Today we are drinking a Sauvignon Blanc because we want to cook with it, and you only need a little bit, so we have to
Drink the rest.
drink the rest.
It's called tolol.
So, as you can tell, that we kind of pre-prepared, just so you don't have to sit here and like watch us. Can you go through what are the first steps of what we have to do for this whole entire?
Great. So I also like to get everything sort of portioned out at the beginning. I like to chop up my onions. Then we've got our garlic chopped up. You want to cube or shred your cheese. You're gonna chop up the bacon as well so that you get little crispy bacon bits. And you can slice the sausage however you really want. I did it, cut it down the middle, chopped it like that, so in quarters.
All right, so to start out, we are starting with the grits, and we're cooking for about 6 people. So with the ingredients that you saw earlier, you can either cut it in half to make it like just for 2, maybe.
Cut in half would be for 3.
I know, but I mean,
Half of
I'm
6 is 3.
always gonna eat like 1.5
Okay.
person. So what's the first step?
So we are going to start with putting the grits in first.
All right, so what is next?
Liquid. So now I'm gonna add a little butter. And there she is, she's ready to be put on the stove.
All right.
So we're gonna stir slowly as this is heating up. As that's happening, we are going to add the cheese. Now we're gonna move on to the shrimp. We're gonna put down some butter. Well, help me, I pour.
You can tell they're kind of getting like lightly pink. That's when you give them all a good flip.
So while the shrimp are cooking, I just want to let you know we don't want to dump out any of the liquid that's in the pan because we're going to use that later. We're going to add it into the sauce that we use so it has that shrimp flavor. So essentially you're making
A shrimp jus?
a shrimp jus or stock.
Oh, stop. That's all.
Yes! Grits are cooking.
Keep stirring.
Shrimp are partially cooked. And now we're gonna get our bacon and our sausage in here to render some fat, and then we're gonna start the sauce.
So right now we have the grits and the bacon cooking. The bacon's looking nice and good, it's crispy. We're gonna take the bacon out of the fat, leaving the fat in the pan, kind of like the shrimp, and putting it on just a plate with a paper towel. Now the grits are looking pretty good. They're getting a little thicker, so now we're gonna add the cheese. All right, next up we are browning the andouille sausage. Now we're gonna do the same thing we did with the bacon. We're gonna take it out of the pan, leaving all the juice, fat, and goodness behind. After we will then cook the onion and the garlic in the fats. And also, we've switched over to a classic Southern cocktail because 'tis the season. Here we have our bourbon and Coke with a lemon wedge. I mean, this isn't like a cocktail segment.
We only had Coke in the fridge, so that's why we did it. Now we've caramelized the onions and garlic, and we're gonna add the liquids for the sauce. Chicken stock,
The shrimp jus.
tolol, oh, a little hot sauce, lemon jus, Marnie Schreiber CPA.
So let that simmer up. Stir her like she's never been stirred before.
Yes.
What is a roux? Like just an accent sauce?
No, a roux is a thickening agent. It's equal parts flour and butter.
See only when I get the flavor. So the roux has been prepared and it is thick. We are gonna add that to the onion garlic jus.
Jus. And the trick with roux is that you want to be stirring while you're adding so that you don't get lumps.
All right, guys. So the final step now that we have the sauce, if you will, the onion sauce, and then the grits are already done. We're gonna add the shrimp and the meat back in. Alrighty, guys. So here we have our
Shrimp and grits.
Do you have a specialty like name? Because this is like your style of shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
If it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
guys, thank you so much for joining us again for Tipsy Tuesday. Again, this is Brian.
And I'm Zach.
All right, guys, enjoy your shrimp and grits.
Enjoy. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's so gone.
Wait, that's so good.
Is it weird that I like to eat the tails?
No. No, you're not supposed to eat that. Siri, is it okay to eat the tails of shrimps? Is that plural? The greenery is just, it's for show, honestly.
I don't like cilantro.